Hi there, my name is Sam Coniglio. I'm with the Space Tourism Society, and we're here at Space Up here in San Diego, dealing with all sorts of new and exciting things.
Sam, tell us a bit about how long you've been involved in new space, why you're into it, and what you've been sort of thinking about and what you're working on.
Well, Robert, I've been at this game since about like 1996 or so. For years I was working for McDonnell Douglas at the Kennedy Space Center. I was involved in Space Shuttle and Space Station. And then I got involved with a project called the DCX, the Delta Clipper Experimental Project. What was unique about the DCX was that it was the first time that we had a fully reusable rocket ship, and it showed the potential of really low-cost access to space and the capability of having anybody actually build a rocket ship and fly and do different services besides just resupplying a space station. So that was a very exciting thing for me. Unfortunately, the program was very short-lived, and I was not alone in that regard, saying this is a great potential project, we shouldn't let it die. Unfortunately, it did. And soon after, a ragtag group of folks created a thing called the Space Frontier Foundation to, find ways to make changes to allow the private sector to do things in space.
Cool. So, want to show us some things that you're working on in terms of your interest in the orbital lifestyle and design?
Yeah, so after a couple years with the Space Frontier Foundation, I met John Spencer, and he introduced me to the Space Tourism Society. And after doing a lot of research, I realized, this is really my niche. Space tourism has a lot of great potential, and once people get up in space, what are they going to do? They can't just simply sit around and look at the stars all day. So we started thinking about comfort and lifestyle, and I created this concept called the orbital lifestyle. So over here, on our little exhibit table, this is just a little thing I threw together real fast here. Different products and services that would be of interest to people for future comforts. We have this idea of a super yacht. This was invented by John Spencer, and the idea is create a custom-built vehicle for tourists to travel around and enjoy life in space. This was actually showcased on the History Channel on a special show about sex in space. And we got pretty famous about that one too. And so these are other products and services that we have here that we show as potential or idea generating devices to kind of get people to think that, we got to think about more than just simply rockets and robots getting up there, but also, humans living, working, and playing up there.
You want to talk to us about this one right here?
Oh, this fun one right here, this is a prototype, actually more of a mock-up of the zero-gravity martini glass. I was thinking that if we got tourists up there, and this is going to be kind of like a cruise ship, that we should have entertainment and drinks and alcohol and other sort of fun things. And so this is one of my earliest mock-ups of a zero-gravity martini glass, where people can actually enjoy seeing the bubbles forming around in the middle of the glass, and they get to play with them and drink and actually enjoy a good glass.
So how would you consume the liquid? Would it be through a straw or through some other type of tube?
The initial idea was to have a straw on the top and then you can suck it through, but we also discovered that the surface tension is such a big issue in space that typically liquids would glom onto the sides. I discovered that recently. So a newer model of this would have some spinning blades inside. They'll actually cause the liquid to be scraped off of the surface and then spin around in the middle, and then you can suck it up with a straw.
Cool. What about the G-chair?
This guy right here, the G-chair, is a nice romantic way of enjoying each other's company. Normal chairs just simply don't work in space. You would just float away. So the idea with the G-chair is that you can actually lock your knees in at this point here and sit still in one spot for a long period of time.
Very cool.
And so it's inflatable, and you have a nice surface there for putting drinks and food and things like that. Have a little light, maybe entertainment system here on the top. And you can design different variations of this, where it could be a two-seater, or maybe a full love seat, or maybe a full couch. You can expand it out, make it curved, things like that. And in space, it doesn't matter whether it's up or down, because there is no up or down in space.
Very cool. So, Sam, what's going to be the first thing you're going to want to do when you go to space? What are you looking forward to most about visiting space and spending some time there?
Besides flying and having sex in space, I think those are the top two ones.
Excellent. Sam, thanks for sharing today. And do you have a URL or something you can share with us?
Sure do. It's www.spacetourismsociety.org.
Great. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.